Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways,
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Figuring It Out podcast. You know, that's pretty hard to say sometimes. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. We're all out here again. Words are hard, as you can see. Just a couple of high school friends here, just trying to keep in contact with each other, and we're doing a podcast, so to
Trent
make an
almost
excuse to
died.
do that. So, hello, everyone. Who usually goes first for the names?
I do. I'm Trent.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Campbell.
And I'm Michael.
He's Michael.
Wait, there's Fifth,
And-
you dumb fuck.
Yeah, but he's not paying attention though.
Hey,
Yeah, but
guys.
Michael said, and I'm. That ruins it.
Oh,
I don't care.
How are
nice.
you? I
That
can't
was
believe you
awesome.
forgot
Alright.
me.
Run it back.
You can say and
Alright,
I'm
who we got?
Chase.
No. It's still there's Chase. That's the Fifth.
Additionally, I'm Chase.
Yeah.
He is chasing.
Addition-
We're gonna
Additionally.
save it. That's what I
Anyways,
always do in my
you
English
slide
essays when I end it.
You slide. Yeah. You should said it louder. Trent.
Alright,
No one
anyways.
heard you.
Let's stay on track, homies. We have a job to do. Anyways, today we're going to be discussing about our senior trip. Well, it was a senior trip for me and Wirtz. But
I like a
Trent,
freshman.
Michael were in juniors in high
Yeah,
school, and
yeah.
Chasey were sophomore.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Was what was supposed to be our senior trip, where we go down to the beach and everything. We went to Rehoboth Beach
Wait.
in Delaware for what we were going to be like a week or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that and have a little bit of story time. So it should be fun. Where do y'all want to start?
The drive.
The drive? It's about
No,
3
wait.
hours.
Actually, background for this. What year was it? Like, was it 2019?
It was
No, it was
2020.
No, it was
2020.
definitely after.
It was 2020. We went on a trip right. Okay. We're not. gonna
Yeah, because
start
right
doing-
after Wirtz and I graduated.
Yeah, so we went
Oh, yeah,
during the
yeah.
prime of COVID because we just didn't care.
Right.
So
Wait, was that prime of COVID? No,
Yeah.
it was 2019.
Prime.
Prime? I love the drink Prime.
Well, there were two
Okay.
times. It was like when it
Yo,
first
let
hit
Wirtz
in
speak. He wants
2020,
to speak.
and then it was like the also
shit.
2021 one.
No, I was just waving to Michael. I saw Michael waving in the video,
Oh.
so I waved him
I
back.
thought you wanted to speak.
Oh.
Anyways, it's
Oh, I
2020.
mean,
yeah.
Man, okay. So, yeah, we started, it was 2020. We came up with the idea like March or something. It was like
Oh,
pretty
my-
early. But no, it was really early before we like started it. So it was like probably like
Well-
6 months before.
Yeah, we had the idea for like a senior trip or whatever you want to call it, like pretty early on, or at least I know Campbell and Wirtz did.
Right, we
Yeah,
just
'cause
wanted
it's
to have a
just senior
senior
year.
trip because the rest of our grade was like ass, and half of them were just gonna go to like a beach and just get drunk and like I don't know, do cocaine
For
or
sure.
some shit.
You know, do
And then
underage
half of them are having
things.
babies and shit, but whatever.
Facts though.
We-
Literally,
Yeah.
if I see one more
Wedlock
goddamn
babies.
pregnant post, I'm going to flip my shit.
So we got food. That was the first thing. We got a bunch of food. We had a
Where
shit
did-
ton of
Oh
food.
yeah.
We had like two, didn't we have like two like containers of food pretty much?
Yeah.
We did,
So
Bunch of deli
my
meat.
mom helped us out a ton. We like literally we tent camped. We were planning on tent camping at Rehoboth Beach for like what 4 or 5 nights or something. So we
Yeah,
drove
around
down
there.
there. We only brought tents. We only brought tents, and we also just like brought our own food. And we like plan to go out to eat like one time or something. But we all went to the grocery store together and bought like a ton of like cheap ass food.
It was like
stuff we didn't
$300. It was me,
It
you,
was.
and your mom that
Yeah.
went shopping that day.
Your
we kept all the sugar
mom?
stuff.
Well, we packed for the week.
Yeah, so it's like a week's worth of food for 6 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had to put in a bunch of like a big cooler, and then we had to find ice and everything, which that was hell trying to find ice like that entire trip. There
Was
like
you're
right.
nowhere
right.
that sold it.
You guys.
No one sold it.
I also
Yeah, I
remember, we
remember
bought
just a-
firewood and never used it.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it was
We
too
ended-
wet.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they were calling for storms on the way there. Like we're on the way, and we're like, "Dang, it's just a rain. We'll be fine." Oh, every great story starts, right? We'll be fine, right? It's just rain. It's a little bit of rain. It's not definitely not
you
going to
could
flood
do
our
that.
tent or anything. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah,
It's-
definitely
It
not.
said it was
Spoilers.
supposed to come till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we pull up
Also-
Monday or something. Should I go?
Yeah. Also, the drive there, me and Michael were in the car. I think it was just us two on the way there, right, Michael?
Yep,
Yeah,
we were passenger seat.
That was way
Sure.
too much fucking fun because we were just crack addicts, and also, why were there so many fucking bugs hitting the car?
Oh, it was
Like,
the
holy
cicada
shit.
season.
I actually-
like
I
the
didn't
know,
17
yeah.
years.
We had that problem too.
We had like 10 different cicadas just slap the front of our windshield. I was like, oh my god, it's like a fucking bug orgy on the car.
Oh,
I don't
fuck.
remember a lot of our drive. Like, was there anything significant?
No,
What
we just
what-
listened to like OAR.
Oh no,
yeah,
we
but
haven't-
like we had some good stuff. I think we vlogged a lot, but like I don't know, we had like
Did
a
we?
big bug hit our car at one point, and it was definitely big enough for us to be like, pause that shit. Look at that fucking bug.
me
You know,
and- me
just
and
like the
Michael
bug
were-
was so fucking big.
Me and Michael were insane that entire drive. I don't think there was a moment of bad.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds really rough with you two in the car. Definitely
Well,
good
we
chemistry.
also like lapped you guys like hard. Like y'all were very slow.
Hey,
Yeah, we
listen, if
went
I was
3
driving, it would have been a
hours
fucking
straight.
different
We
story.
didn't stop.
I would have gapped
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Keep
yeah,
telling
probably
me.
not.
There's a thing called
Anyways,
like going within the legal limits of.
No, Maryland
no,
drivers
I was just
don't
like
do that.
choosing to sit in
Yeah,
traffic.
no,
for
no.
reason.
Maryland drivers are insane. Don't
Yeah.
trust them. Don't
Nah,
trust
you haven't
them.
been to Philly.
We're going to flat 80.
I have been. We literally both went to Philly together, Tyler. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, yeah, but then you know that there's fucking literally. Oh, there's some fucking bad drivers there. Literally, the last
Okay,
time we
but
went
it's
to Philly,
okay.
there was a guy that crashed in the middle of the intersection, and people are going past him. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you, bitch!" And then he literally says like, "I can't move," and they're just flicking him off as they drive past.
Okay, but that's
Yes.
just Philly. The entire state of Maryland has shitty drivers. Maryland and Virginia have the worst drivers. I will say that.
See, this is
Okay,
factual right
we
here.
were talking about Philly, and you said Maryland. Philly is in
Maryland
Pennsylvania.
drivers are terrible.
No, I'm saying just Philly is bad,
For-
like in PA, but Maryland entire state is horrible.
For our
Ooh.
trip, we started in
Oh.
PA and we drove through Maryland for the most of the trip, and then Delaware is like a small little piece of state on the East Coast, like
Well,
next
a
to
little
the beach.
sliver, little slice of
Yeah.
pie.
Anyways, we
Mm,
got there
delicious.
and we pull up to the site. Tent site, pretty cheap. It was like what, 30 bucks. It was like 30, 40 bucks a night. It was not bad at all.
Damn,
Um,
that's not
but
bad.
Cheap
we
trip.
pull up.
Good.
I was like,
Yeah,
dang,
we each only had to pay like
site's
$100.
kind of on a hill, and I was like, dang,
Yeah. It was
that's
And
ass.
our
just fine.
tents are
right?
kind of in a valley.
Except for you got to put up the tents on a flat part. The only flat part was in a little bit of a valley, and I'm looking at this site and I'm like, supposed to rain. Are we gonna have
It is.
issues? We'll be fine.
Look at
And
the
we
bright
set
side.
up. We had two tents.
Hey,
we had a
but-
big
Right,
one.
send
Our
it.
site kind of sucked in general. Like, no matter where we were going to put the tent, we were still going to get rain. Just because we put it in that little, like, dip down, like, it wasn't going to affect anything. Because we had 2 tents anyways.
Also, that tent we stayed in was like massive. Like that was a 10-person
Yeah.
tent, wasn't it?
We were-
It was
Mega.
Oh, that was my
ginormous.
that was my tent. You can thank me for that.
We had no
That
idea
was-
how the
that was
fuck to put
dope.
that thing up. That was bad. Like we were sitting
Dude,
there
that
for like
tent-
3 hours. Like, huh?
Yeah,
Oh
we
my-
definitely took
No, we
that.
put it up beforehand. Remember? in
And
my
you still
garage?
forgot how to put it up.
No,
I never put it
didn't.
up
We
before,
did
I
it
just-
fine.
Yeah, we did.
No,
fine.
it took a while. It took a while.
Trent, it's a big fucking tent. It takes a while. It's just how it is. It's
Yo,
where you.
what the
What's the
fuck
time?
is-
to
You
expect
guys are not Boy Scouts of America.
it?
Yeah, we're not
Can
bankrupt.
Can we talk about how goddamn hot that tent was?
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
all breathing.
it
The
was
CO2 was
so
trapped
hot.
in there.
Nah, that shit was ass. Like,
Me
bro,
and-
me and Tyler, we were cuddling, bro. It was way too fucking hot for us to cuddle.
Yeah,
bro.
literally, our body heat emerged with each other. It was just way too fucking much, and I couldn't.
Bro,
I couldn't
I was
resist, bro.
like holding on to Tyler because I love him so much, and it was way too fucking hot in that freaking
You-
room.
you
Oh,
got,
yeah, y'all
like,
slept
3
on literally
autistic
matches.
people.
Yeah, literally, when we were like making
Metabolism's
out and
through the
shit like
roof.
that, it was just.
Yeah, it was
too much-
insane.
If we were in the
you
back
know,
of a
making
car or
out
some
was
shit.
just-
I'm
if it
pretty
was
sure
in the back
Tyler
of-
had a banana in his pocket.
Nah, he was just happy to see you.
I was pretty excited. Listen,
Even
I
in
get excited
his
sometimes.
dreams.
Trent, were you by the window or was I by the window? I think you were.
I
You
was
were
by
by
the
the window. Oh wait,
You
Trevor,
lucky
you were by the
bitch.
window?
I was by the window.
Yeah, you a
And
window
I
No,
bitch.
opened it like
Wait.
in the middle. I opened it at the middle of the night because I was like, "This is
I
way
wouldn't
too
blame
late."
you.
Wait, he opened it in the
What?
middle of the night.
Uh huh.
Does that mean Trent left the window open?
No, I
Oh,
closed it. No. I closed that shit. I closed it.
Did we just
Yeah, right.
solve a mystery?
I
No,
think we did.
no,
It was
I
Trent.
fucking closed that shit.
It was
I closed
Trent.
that shit in the morning. I'm not
He-
joking.
I
Tyler
took the
opened
fall
it in the
for
middle
him.
of the
I was the
day.
fall guy. It was him.
No,
You
I
fucking
didn't.
left it
I
open.
fucking closed it. I remember closing it.
And
It was not
listen,
me. I'm not that
silly
fucking
sausage.
stupid, okay?
Anyway.
You are,
That-
Tyler. You are.
Okay. Okay. I love you too. Anyway, so that tent was so freaking hot. Like at one point I was just like, I'm gonna die in the back of this tent because it was unbearably hot. There's no wind going through there. I look over at Trent, I'm just like, I need to open a fucking window. There's no windows in a tent. There's screen. And all it did was kind of let a little bit of air in. It just did not help. Just to
When
let a
did-
little layout of this tent, by the way, we had like 4 air mattresses in there on all 4 corners of the tent. It's like a 12-person tent. And there was a table in the middle where we were playing cards. We also got these fairy tale lights and we put them up on the top and everything like that.
Yeah, it
Such a
was
fucking dope setup. Like it long term, we could probably long term stay there if we had electric. Other than that, no.
Oh yeah, we didn't have
Obviously.
any electricity or water. Yeah.
No, so we didn't have any of that
Oh.
on demand, which involves the one problem that we face with the cooler. As I was saying earlier, we had trouble finding ice. Now, when you put over, I don't know, $200, $300 worth of food in a container of just ice, that's your only thing that's keeping it good. This has to last the whole week, meaning we have to have ice for it 24/7. Well, the problem is when you do a 3-hour trip and it's like 80 degrees out and 90, that shit melts fast.
Yeah.
Well, we ran, and me and Campbell were looking for ice. Like, fuck, we need to find ice, firewood, and all the essentials to keep us alive for the next 4 days. Because we're not
Yeah.
survivalists. We're gonna fucking die in the campground probably. Knowing my luck. We go to this fucking crab shack place that has crabs in the back, and it like smells like fish.
I made you go in.
and
You smell
yeah,
good.
he's like, Tyler, you gotta go in. I'm like, why? He's like, you gotta. Or no. So I went in.
I ain't
It's
doing it, you
fucking
go.
stank. The guy behind the register had he's very thin hair and he had a very long hair. Like, just imagine a generic, very long hair gentleman that's like wearing a hippie t-shirt. Nothing
Just
wrong with
want a
that, by
lot
the
more
way.
of this community.
But yeah, I grabbed the ice in there. It smelled like fish. I high-fived the dead crab on the way out, and that was it.
Nice. Sounds
when
good.
did we go to the beach? Was that Monday night or Tuesday?
That was
I don't remember. I think it was Monday.
No,
I think we
it's
got
Monday.
there and we headed to the beach.
Oh,
We,
yeah,
like,
that's
played
right.
football.
We went to the
I-
beach for like eight hours straight. It was awesome,
It was like 4.
Really?
but,
Oh
like,
yeah, because
it
we
was
played,
a
we
while.
played like spike ball forever.
right?
Yeah.
I
That-
remember we made. Was it the first night when we made mac and cheese and like food? And
Oh
it was
yeah, because I
funny.
cooked all the meals.
Yeah, it was funny because so we made mac and cheese and stuff, and once we finished it, we're like, okay, guys, who's doing dish duty? I was like, I'll do dish duty. I look for dish soap.
Oh fuck!
We didn't have dish soap or a sponge. I was in the sink of the one like little shack, rubbing my hands against the mac and cheese, just like wiping it off
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
with my
so
bare
bad.
hands. I
me
was
and
just like,
me and Campbell saw a fucking naked old guy. I don't know if you saw it. I
oh
definitely.
no,
saw
I
this
saw that.
from-
You know, the guy butt ass naked in the
Yes,
fucking
okay, it was me and
shower?
you. Okay, that's what it was.
No, that
yeah,
was
some
horrible.
guy.
There's
There's always some
always
fucking
showers.
old guy.
What do you people expect?
Yeah,
Well,
but some old guy.
They're supposed
though.
to put their clothes back on before they get out of the shower. Because
That's-
there's like
yeah.
a little spot there. There's like a little seat. You sit on
Yeah.
there, put your clothes on. You don't just walk out butt ass naked. Like,
okay,
what the
you're
fuck?
right.
It's in a
Right.
damn locker room.
And this man just fucking white ass double cheeked up on a Tuesday afternoon.
There it is.
Frail looking.
Just the frail looking motherfucker.
Frail.
No.
We did not
Yeah,
see his
I
penis,
mean,
though. Thank God.
You know what? I
Well,
look at
let's
that
just go
gentleman
for
and I'm
that,
just
but-
like, I'm about to give this man a compliment. I'm just like, you look
No,
very
don't.
slippery looking. Like I just
You
feel like
did not
you're
say that
just
to that
very
guy.
slippery. You know, like I feel like if I
Maybe,
just went
but-
to grab you, you would easily just slip out of it. You
Like
know,
Turkish oil wrestling?
My god.
that's what I'm thinking. I feel like I feel like he was a Turk. How do you know that? How do you know I was about to say that? Ah, nice. Me in sync. Yeah, I'm just like. You're a very slidey boy, if you ask me. But yeah, this man just shows his genitalia to everybody that walks in. I'm fucking traumatized because
I
there's
don't
one
think
thing
we
I
saw
planned
his
on
dick.
seeing.
I don't think we saw his dick. I don't think he
No, I
turned
just
around.
saw his gigantic hairy ass.
Yeah, no. It was
nipples.
just
That's
ass.
what I saw
boobies.
first. Yeah, I
Okay.
saw
His
old man
boobies?
boobies. But anyway, I look up.
Boobies?
I have 2 things. One is to
Boobies?
jack off in there. No, and number 2
Oh
is to
my
get
God.
clean. No, I'm joking. But still,
Okay,
it's not something I
and
wanted
end
to
of
say.
the old man story. So,
Yeah, we're done.
We did not do that.
so let's
have to
let's
cut
go
all
to
ties
let's
with
go
you.
to Tuesday. So for one, when we woke up on Tuesday, like we were all dead.
Oh
like-
my, yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't wanna
we
do
spent so much time at the beach. That was so much fun. That was probably
Can we
some
talk
of the
about
most
the
fun
beach?
I've had in a long time. Yes, let's
Can
do
we
it.
talk- Can we
Talk
talk about how
about
our
We boogie boarded a shit ton, and we also
Oh, yeah.
spike balled.
I fucking
Yeah,
love
we
the
played
boogie
a bunch
board.
of spike ball. We played like 3v3 spike ball,
Played a
but
bunch of
who
spike ball.
cares? We played it for like an hour. It was so much
Oh,
fun.
it was more than an hour. It was more than an
Right.
hour because Michael
Do
got
you guys-
sunburned.
On
Oh,
my
guys
feet.
remember
Poor
the,
You didn't use
Michael.
sunscreen, you nerd.
I did. I
No, you got
sunburned
sunburned.
on my feet.
Then there was
Oh,
the
Put
Instagram
sunscreen
post that
on
you
your
made
feet then.
afterwards.
On my feet.
Oh wait, I'm pulling up the Michael's old Instagram post.
Bear
Do you
Grylls
guys
Yeah.
in the
remember
wild.
when we were all like in a circle around one person and we just go like they're in the middle and just like splash them for like
Yeah,
2
I do
minutes?
remember that.
man.
Really in
Oh
the
yeah,
water.
yeah. Wait,
That
you
was-
took
got
off the
circled.
picture, Michael?
I
You-
archived it.
Chase,
Ah!
can you hold on, Chase? Can you explain that story to us? You're in the middle, like
I
tell
don't,
us.
I don't even know how it happened, but like just in the middle of doing everything, we were just in the water. I think we were just hanging out, talking, like in the waves or whatever. And then there's just because like we're talking to each other, suddenly we just make a circle, and then eventually one person is just in the middle for no reason, and somebody just shouts out, "They're in the middle!" and like everyone just like splashes them like with as
Yeah.
much ferocity as they can.
Yeah, and it's from like every direction, so you just couldn't breathe. It was fun.
I
Like
got
people
pinched,
started to
I,
catch
I found
on,
the picture.
and like we just kept purposely trying to get people in the middle.
That was
I got
funny.
pinched by a crab.
No,
there
you
on the back
didn't.
of
You're
my
lying.
heel.
That was me.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I
probably just
remember
stepped
you
on a
guys
shell,
told me.
you
I was
nerd.
like, literally, I felt something pinch me, and everyone's like, "Bullshit, that didn't happen." I'm like, "Yes, it did. I
It was
felt
bullshit.
I fucking swiped something off my foot. Okay, and
There's
I
the
freaked out.
photo. There's the
Can't even see it.
photo.
Oh man, just for audience like reference, Michael's
Yes.
holding up a picture of him with his nipples out, and we're all
Nice.
flipping out over it.
Smash.
Wow,
Smash.
smash.
What are you
We
doing
all-
with your fingers? Like Spider-Man or shit?
But yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I need
Um,
pictures of Spider-Man.
Right. We used those boogie boards till they broke. I think all of our boogie boards broke.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
they
kept on.
You're right.
We
Yeah.
body surf too. Body
Oh
bodyboarding.
god, body surfing, bro. Okay, the waves that Rehoboth are actually like the best. Like Ocean City,
Yeah, they were
has
really
nothing
nice.
compared to
Yeah,
us.
we
No,
went
they
to
were
Ocean
awesome.
yeah.
Rehoboth
Tuesday.
sucked. Cape Henlopen was good. That's my
Yeah.
thing.
So we
Rehoboth,
stayed
when
Yeah,
we went
yeah,
there,
you're right.
it was garbage.
We stayed at a state park
we were-
called Cape Henlopen.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
What's the-
Michael.
what- Sorry, Kimball. What's the one place that we go to that has really good waves? Is that Outer Banks,
I went to
Uh,
Outer
what do you mean that
Banks,
we go
and they
to?
weren't very good.
or like that we've gone to before that has really good waves?
Like I remember Destin having amazing waves, but that was just that one time.
Destin, really?
What?
Dude,
Yeah, what in 2019?
yeah. Sidebar. When we went back to Destin,
Yeah,
um,
it was terrible. I heard.
it was horrible because it was just seaweed everywhere and it
Weed.
sucked.
L.
It depends on the time of
You know
year.
what? Shush.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
take
Take
this
we
off.
were like right in the middle of
Take
so much. Just kind of got Delta back.
So, do we want to get to B-dubs now?
Well, I was gonna say another
Tuesday.
thing about that. All of our
Well,
stuff.
that's pretty far along still.
Yeah, I was gonna
actually.
say. Let me finish. Not finish. Let me start real quick. So like we left all of our stuff on the side of the beach, like in towels and everything. I left my camera. Campbell left his nice GoPro. That's like 300
Oh
bucks.
yeah.
I left my DSLR. He left his keys. We left all our important stuff. Trent left his watch. I left my watch.
My
Michael left
wallet.
his phone. All of our phones were gone and on that pile. Literally, like we were playing spike ball. Next thing you know, you see this giant ass wave and it just hits all of our shit, all of our electronics and everything.
yeah, I remember
And-
that now.
And Campbell's like, "Get the bag!" and we all flip our shit trying to get our stuff. But by the time we went there, everything was wet. I don't know if Campbell's GoPro broke or not. Did it?
It did. Yeah.
What?
It was gone. Yeah, I was recording shit and like for the trip and it hit it and that thing broke and I never got any of that back.
Yeah, it's fucking. That was rough.
It was day one. Day one of my GoPro's gone.
Trent's
Like
giving
$300
Campbell
GoPro. I
hell.
was like,
This trip was cursed and blessed.
Right.
Can you hold
Another
the-
thing I want to talk about is how when we bodyboarded, we all risked the possibility of gutting ourselves on the seashells because when you're going across the sand, there's all it takes one little tiny ass seashell to like go from the bottom of you and just fucking gut you. And
what's
shit.
an ass seashell?
You think we're smart enough to
Sure.
consider that?
No, it was
No,
fun though.
No,
like
we're not smart enough.
bodyboarding
Exactly.
and
The
boogie boarding were
thrill.
like so
Who
fun.
cares?
We did that for
Also,
like
speaking
3
of-
hours. It was insane.
Yeah. Also, we gotta all go back to the beach or some shit this year.
Yeah, we need another like trip.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
I live
We're not
close
gonna go
enough to the
camping.
city.
I'd like to quit my job before we do, but we'll see how it works out.
Dang.
Right,
You said I'm all in.
Do we have anything else about that day at least? Like, what else did we do?
Nothing really.
that was
I
when we took
remember
a shower.
Tuesday morning.
I made dinner. Made some
Oh,
burgers
another
and
thing
mac
to
and cheese.
explain.
about dinner. Dinner was
One
great.
thing to explain
On the
real
grill.
quick is we all took our instruments too as well. Like we are all instruments. Like
Yeah.
Michael plays
I
trumpet,
didn't
guitar.
take any.
I did not
Um,
bring an instrument.
Yeah, I didn't think I brought my
me,
set.
Only you.
Campbell, Mike. I thought. Oh,
I did not bring my trumpet.
I
think
brought
it's
my
just you and me.
voice.
Did
If
you?
that counts.
oh yeah, that counts. But
I
anyway,
think it
we
was just you guys brought your guitars.
yeah, we did do that.
Yeah.
That's just one thing.
I
But
don't
we
think we
are
ever
all
used them.
musicians anyway. But
I can't play
Yeah.
anything that's portable.
oh, shit.
Well, unless you can bring tenors somewhere.
Yeah, you strap that on. You got the carrier?
Yeah, I'll steal it.
Michael
yeah,
just
do it.
dips out of the podcast.
I have my carrier.
Guys. Oh, okay.
he just leaves.
Yeah.
Michael just
Yeah, we
left.
can
And he's
continue
back.
to the next day.
There really was no
What did we
because
do
it was
that morning?
Tuesday was the night that it all happens.
It all happened.
Oh, did this all
before,
happen in
before we
one
did
day?
that? I remember. Didn't we go to the boardwalk on Monday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, because we left early Monday
Mm,
and we went and ate. We couldn't get into the site until like 3, right? And then so we showed up at like 11. We're like, dang, we got like 4 hours to kill. So we went to the boardwalk. It's like a very mid boardwalk, but they had a couple cool shops. And I remember we did. We went to a random park, and ate lunch.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
There was an annoying crow on my Instagram, and we told it to leave, and it cocked at us, and then left.
I remember because we checked out the waves at the boardwalk. We're like, dang, this is terrible. Like,
It was, bro.
they're like,
Fucking
there was like
sucked.
nobody
Ocean's
on the
City.
beach, and there was like 2 waves. I was like, dang, that's crazy.
Because Ocean
And then
City's
we
like
went
40
to-
minutes away, so everyone else goes there.
Yeah, and then we drive the 15 minutes to our campsite, and then
Private
like,
beach too.
the entrance at the private Cape Henlopen beach, like
Which no
was
one else is
phenomenal. And that's what
Like,
we were just
10 out of
talking
10.
about. It was
Yeah,
It was
wonderful.
awesome. It was like,
like private
that was
too,
a
it's
good
just us.
campground. That would be a good place to
just
go back
us.
to. Like, it's just
Like, you can
no one
do-
else is there. You could ride. You could say whatever. You could do whatever you wanted. And honestly, you could like have a campfire out there or some shit, and probably no one would care.
We did.
Oh yeah. On Tuesday, didn't we
oh.
like try and do like a water
A
park,
night walk?
and we drove to it and it was closed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
yeah.
know.
I remember that. I was like, guys, let's do this. We're
I
like,
know.
all right, so
One of the
It's
days we
completely
planned
closed.
to do like an amusement park or like something like that, but we just never ended up doing it.
Trent, what happened Tuesday night?
So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings because B-dubs is literally the best food in the world.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
double wing night on Tuesday or something.
Oh,
It's
fuck
buy
yeah.
one get one. Buy one get one.
Yeah.
Best fucking night ever.
Oh,
Which they don't
yeah.
do in person anymore, which pisses me off. You can only do it online, so like you can't like, bro. Me and Will got like the 15 count wings, so we got like 30 wings each.
Yeah.
And we like
So many.
me and Will like ate all of our wings too, bro. We were hungry.
Can we
That was
talk
a good
about
meal.
how long we sat there that night? It,
Oh, yeah,
like,
because
we
it was-
sat for like 3 hours, but
They
no,
had, like-
not that long. But it wasn't their fault. They were busy.
It's because they had
Yeah.
well, they had like one waiter because this was like prime COVID, so unemployment was insane. So it was like one waiter, and like
Yeah,
this
you're right.
person was like trying to run around, order
And we were-
everybody, and we're like, oh,
I just want to say our group is very respectable of waiters. Like
We're
we
very
usually
patient.
tip the shit out of our waiters usually all the time.
We shit
Like,
the
when we
tip
went
I
to-
appreciate that.
Like
I'm a
literally, like
server.
what?
Yeah, me
Right.
too.
oh well, we
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
tip Campbell. We don't tip
Okay.
Campbell.
Absolutely
Yeah, we
not.
don't take Camel. Camel's the exception.
We usually go to Texas Roadhouse and we'll tip them like I don't know. Usually all of us give
At
them
least
like
25,
at least
yeah.
7, 8. Yeah, literally like at least 25. So we tip the shit out of them
It's like
sometimes.
it's a good meal. It's good.
Right. Everybody donates like $5 or $10. It's just awesome.
Before we get into why we were at Buffalo Wild Wings and why it took so long in the first place, we should talk about like the golf trip that we had because that happened after.
Oh, the
Good call. Yeah,
goal!
good.
I can't believe everyone
yeah,
thought
mini
forgot
golf.
about
I
that.
forgot about that.
That was
Mini golf
bad.
is so fun.
That was bad.
What?
That sucked.
You suck.
Where
I
did we
forgot
go?
about that.
I think the only
Now
one that
we
was
drive
good
to
was
like
Will.
3 different golf courses and
Yeah,
like, mini
half of
golf
them are
courses.
closed. Our
They were all, like,
original one
closed?
was the dinosaur themed one, and then we go there. It looks so epic, and it was closed. And we're like, "Fuck!"
You
It goes to the stinky
Oh,
pirate
that's
ship
where
one.
we hit the water park.
Yep, there
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
And the one
Yeah,
we
I
did
remember.
go to, they had like where we were showing. It was like show your report cards and get like
Oh
half off or some shit.
no,
So we
free.
all, like,
You guys got it for
Oh yeah.
free.
So we all
We
like
got
pulled
free
out our
games
report
for honor
cards. We're
roll.
like, here's our A pluses.
Except
Yeah,
me,
because we were all like
Oh,
honor
yeah.
roll students.
That's right.
Except Tyler because he's
You didn't
bad at school.
No, it's because
Here's
I
the
was like,
photo.
I'm in a trade school, so like I don't really take class. I'm acing it
here's
though,
the
and he's
picture.
just like,
oh my god.
eh. Yeah, I got a
You
lot
gotta
of
show
pictures of
proof.
that.
Was I
I
wearing
think
a straw hat in that picture, Michael?
We all had straw hats.
Oh
Had to
yeah,
hide
yeah,
it.
yeah. You're so right because they gave us straw hats. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
yeah,
That's
good.
hilarious. We all wore straw hats and played mini golf. That was a decent course too, I remember.
Well, we all
That was
sucked
awesome.
at
I,
it.
that's
So.
what I'm
lot of
saying. It was
holes.
a decent
I
course.
think I gave up
You remember
immediately.
the
I
holes,
was
man.
like, I'm not keeping track of it, and then people were actually. I think Will and Cam were playing, and I kept on making fun of everybody. Like
I
my
was just like,
signature
every
was
time that
every time I saw
Hit
someone
it in
mess
the
up,
water
I'd be
hazard.
like, "You goofball," and I kept on saying that over and over again.
because that's
You
what the thing said. The
goofball.
sign said. The sign said at the beginning. Yeah, at the very beginning, it's just like, "Don't be dumb. Don't be a goofball."
I was like,
And
"You
we just memed the
goofball."
shit out of it the whole time. We're like, "You goofball."
Yep.
Goomba.
It's, you goofball literally accidentally
really
misses the
dumb.
hole, calls him a goofball for it. It was
You
great.
goofball.
That golf course was awesome. It was mini
Yeah.
golf course. I apologize.
no, that was Tyler, you and me were like it was just like Will that was doing stuff. So
Booty.
It was me
Yeah,
and
but
Will
like
killing it.
we had
Do
fun.
you guys remember who won?
Probably
Will.
Will.
Will won?
yeah,
Will
I
plays
thought I
golf in
won.
real life. He looks like the type of gentleman that would. So I
Golf
just
with
assumed
friends.
he would.
gentlemen's.
Yes,
The gentleman.
gentleman. Can we think of anything else that happened like before there in B Dubs?
Didn't we like go inside like a shop that was next to the golf course for no reason?
Yeah,
We
but
did.
Explore the
But
souvenir.
there's nothing in there.
there was a pirate that like animatronic pirate.
I
that
thought for sure
didn't
they
work.
like advertised that like they had ice cream, but we went in, they didn't have ice cream or something like that.
Oh
I don't remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's much
Am
like
I
chocolate
right?
and shit.
Okay, good.
It was just like a bunch of chocolate and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say fudge, but it was too fucking expensive. It was like
Expensive.
We walked around that building for like 30 minutes, just
right.
laundering.
And it was air conditioning too. so-
Wait, did I say laundering? I mean loitering, not laundering.
Money
Laundering.
laundering.
It's equivalent to you saying I'm gonna exercise you.
Just-
You better stop being. You better stop
Exercise
being
with
ghosty,
an
bitch.
E or an
I'm
O.
gonna. I don't know. It's like he's like, I'm gonna exercise you, bitch. What does that
Gonna
mean?
execute
You're a
you.
ghost, bitch. We're gonna exercise
Mm.
you.
So yeah,
I love that though. I mean, it's right, but it just sounds so silly. I never heard it before. Oh.
okay. Anyways,
Fair
B Dubs, we're back to that. Really
Yes.
long line. BOGOs. So me and Will had way too many wings. I felt fat after that.
pH fit.
Yeah, and then I think it was Cambell was the first one that like looked on the radar just because like we saw that it was gonna start raining, and Campbell's like, wait a sec, this is like actually kind of a big storm, and we
Yeah,
looked at the
so-
radar and we're like, uh-oh, and this was like
Dude.
Yeah, it was a big storm.
So
Like,
I think what
no
happened
joke.
Radar,
was
it was black.
We looked at it
Yeah.
before we went into Buffalo Wild Wings. Like at least I think
We did.
Campbell
I think
and
we were
our
aware.
mom texted us about it.
I
And
think
we
it was
were
like,
aware that it was
you
gonna
guys
rain.
should take shelter, and so we took shelter inside B Dubs. But
Mhm.
Yeah, that
what
was the
happened
plan.
was
yeah.
we realized like halfway through the time that we were at B Dubs that we had left everything sitting out. So that's the only reason that we rushed back, because otherwise we would have just stayed in Rehoboth and like
Right.
gotten inside or whatever. But like I know like my notebook of like all my ideas was like sitting out, and I was like, no, and I had like a backpack full of like paper
Yeah.
that was just sitting out. And
Me
we
and
were
Cam
like,
were-
we need to go.
Me and Cam were worried about our instruments and everything.
True,
That was-
yeah.
But the thing that was really scary is normally around, it was probably like 7 or something like that. We'll say 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock a day ago would have been like super bright out. When we walked outside B Dubs, it was dark as fuck. And you
Yeah.
could still see the sun,
was
but it was
spooky.
just dark clouds. And you heard the thunder and shit, and the wind picked up, and
Solid.
you're like, oh my fucking god, we got to get back.
It's
When we
like
drove
Twister
back,
stuff.
yeah, it literally felt like we were in a hurricane or something like that.
Twister.
Yeah.
When we were driving back, literally it was like downpouring, cars are moving super slow, it's flooding in some areas. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
We get back to the tent site, and halfway through, Trent looks at me and he's just like, "Did you shut the window?" And I'm like, "Oh." And the funny thing is, that night prior, I literally opened it up just slightly enough, but just slightly enough was enough to all go downhill from that point.
This is making me so sad to think about.
No matter what,
Yeah,
it would
I
have
wanted
flooded.
this.
I mean,
See,
honestly,
It's not
The-
just that.
oh wait.
was
The
gonna-
more that I think of, sorry, it's
No, it's fine.
you
was gonna
interrupted me. I'm real bad. The more that I think about it, the more that I think that we probably could have stayed if we were like smart about
Spoiler
like,
alert.
drying things up.
Yeah, we
Oh,
spoiled at the
sorry.
beginning.
Oh, fuck
Did we
can't
him.
say-
spoil it at the beginning? Did we already spoil it?
Suck him.
Sorry.
Oh well, I
We
guess
did.
not. Yeah.
You can cut it out if you want to.
No, don't say you cut
no,
it out
it's
because then he has to
fine.
do more
It's
work
fine.
now.
I don't.
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, Campbell. Hey, Campbell.
No.
You should
Nope,
like
Cut it out.
cut it out.
You should cut it out, Campbell.
You cut it out, Campbell.
Can you cut this out?
Campbell,
Like,
I
can
will
you
cut
cut
your
that
dick
part
for
out?
this.
Let's forget I said anything, okay? We're gonna go back to
No,
what Tyler was saying, and
no.
I'm never gonna open my mouth.
Campbell
okay? Thanks
is
for cutting it
literally-
out, Campbell.
is-
Appreciate it. Woo.
Thank you. We love you. Fuck. Where was I after Chase interrupt? No, I'm joking.
When did we go to
I was gonna-
Wawa?
That was
After-
Was
after.
that before we
after,
went?
I
Or
think.
Yeah,
after
because
we
we
went?
so
In
yeah,
the
'cause
middle
we-
of our house. Our house.
shut up.
Yep.
We'll get there.
Because we went back to the campsite and for when like Tyler was saying, it was so dark, so we were using our phone flashlights like scoping out the site, and it was so bad. And like we were on top of the like table, the picnic table, because it was like everything was
Flooded.
flooded, and like we were like taking turns like going into the tent and trying to grab shit out.
Right.
And it was like
yeah.
everything was completely flooded, and
See-
it was actually horrible. Luckily, most of our stuff was in like the other tent that was a little bit higher up, so there was less rain in that, which kind of worked out well. But the one we were sleeping in completely flooded.
Yeah. You know the
and-
worst part. Oh, sorry.
What?
I was
No,
gonna
go.
say it was bad. You know it's bad when you walk in the freaking door, and the water surpassed the door part too. I just want to say that. So
Yeah.
it was, no matter what we would have done, it was surpassed there because it was Nesh. But when you walk in there, all our air mattresses were floating and bumping into each other at one point. Not floating, but like certain parts of them at
There
the
was enough
bottom were kind
water.
of like floating a little bit. It was a good
Yeah.
amount of water and shit.
We could have used
but
the
when
sleep
me
air
and
mattresses
Trent-
as boats.
Right. Me and Trent's like living quarters and stuff like that, where our chargers were, they ended up getting wet because that window was open a little bit.
Yeah, that
It
meant
that
was
was
open
because-
a little bit. It was like fully open. Okay.
Anyway,
Because like
yeah,
you had the thing on the side of it where it was like a whole like triangle, like a pizza slice like size
Right.
triangle, and it was all the way down. Don't try to undersell it.
you're right. I'm guilty of that. But yeah, I
after
I
we
can't
left, I
defend
was
that.
like, "Yo, make sure we close all the windows."
Yeah, I
And we're like, all of them closed. Tyler says, "Yup." We come back.
Maybe you
Dude,
should have
like,
verified it though. You should
3 inches of water in our campsite. I remember
No,
wearing
never trust
flip-flops.
Tyler.
I was wearing
Just-
flip-flops.
How'd you check?
That shit
How'd you
was so
check 3
nasty.
inches?
I didn't actually check. I just assumed it wasn't gonna rain.
Wait, Kim. How did you know it was 3 inches deep?
Because I
It's
was
very
wearing
specific
flip-flops. Let me speak. I was wearing flip-flops, yeah? And I remember walking and I like was splooshing in the water and it was like up to my ankles.
Oh,
It was
you're
nasty.
Okay.
It was so nasty.
You were splooshing?
Splooshing.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah. So pretty much that night we tried to get as much stuff as we could out of the water, and after that we went to the Wawa and we kind of sat there for a while. And it's funny because
Needed.
I think it was Tyler that was the one that just came up with it
Yep.
out of nowhere.
Yep.
So it was Wawa, and for some maybe I was saying something, but Tyler literally just went, "Wow, wow, fuck you, Trent."
It's I know exactly why. Trent, you
Is
have
that
to explain.
Michael's?
you have to explain the in the middle of our house, that thing, because that was very close to when I said it.
Oh, because we were literally just kept saying that shit. We were saying the weirdest things, like our house in the middle of our fork, our fork
Keep on going.
in
I
the
do
middle
remember
of our ears, in
I
the
thought we
middle of
were
our
insulting
feet, our
Trent,
feet.
Don't interrupt
boy.
him.
No,
in the
no,
middle of our
you know how
chair,
it
our
happens.
chair.
Hold up, I understand. I'll wait until you guys are done,
But yeah, so I was saying that shit, and I think Tyler just out of nowhere said that.
I was
yeah.
supposed to
So
mimic you crying.
what happened was, we were insulting Trent separately from the Wawa jokes. So we were
Yeah,
just
I know.
insulting Trent in general. And then somebody was making jokes about Wawa. And for some
Fine.
reason, it just lined up perfectly that someone said Wawa. And then somebody insulted Trent right after.
Fuck you.
I think that's pretty accurate. And then it just stuck. Everybody
Yeah.
started saying, wah, wah, fuck you, Trent. And just
It
no
did.
hate on Trent.
I remember you
Trent's
did
very
that in the
No,
middle
but
of
lot
the
of hate
house
on
thing.
Trent. All the hate.
Y'all did that
Definitely.
for like a whole hour.
It was great.
It was funny.
Because I remember, I think I went into Wawa because I got gas and like was on the phone for a bit, and I
Pooped
was
on
just like
everything.
outside of the car, and then I got back in, and y'all like in the middle of our dishwasher, our dishwasher. I was like, damn,
We were
how are you guys
bored.
still going? I was like,
Yeah.
that's so. Oh my goodness.
It was great. It was so funny.
Yeah,
Actually,
so
I don't think I ever like engaged with that activity. I think it was mostly just Trent. And
I think it was you and me, Tyler. Like just being
Yeah,
stupid,
Yeah, it was mostly
Which
just
is-
you two.
which is very normal. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
but yeah.
So, what did we do
it-
that night? What did we do? We
Well,
don't have
We
a
all slept in
place
the
to sleep.
Well,
tiny ass cars.
Yeah,
Something like
because
that.
we tried to like figure out what we could do. Because like I called my mom and she was like, "I could buy you guys a hotel," and y'all just didn't want to do that.
No,
Well,
it'd
we
be
could-
too much.
You were
It's
under
too much
25.
money.
Under
Yeah, we couldn't.
21, but you can do Econo lodges.
25.
Yeah, I
What?
thought it was 25.
Yeah, it's
Brother,
25.
no. It's
Brother.
21 for hotels.
No,
I-
I know. Listen, I
Me-
know
me
because
and-
Wirtz and I tried to stay at a hotel when we went to Six Flags Great Adventure, and they said no, you have to be 25.
It depends on the hotel. I literally just stayed at
Yeah.
a hotel for 18-year-olds when I
Yeah,
went
it's like
back
Best
to Florida.
Western.
Right.
There are certain
Best
brands
Western
that
for
for-
18, Econo lodges are
Yeah.
18. You got to look at them.
That's what I was saying, except for Best Western and Red Roof, and there's probably another one, but that's the ones I know.
Econo
of.
lodge. But yeah,
Anyway.
you could find one that's 18.
We
No,
didn't
we're
know
just
that
like,
at the
no.
time.
Yeah, you moron.
Michael, are
love
you
you.
sending
Just kidding, love you.
forks and watermelons in the chat?
Watermelons. No,
What's up?
that's Chase.
Chase.
Oh, I
Chase
just
is
assumed it
sending-
was Michael.
Now Chase is sending
What do you
thumbs
mean?
ups and eyeballs. Uh-oh. Forks. Utensils.
Forks.
Ah!
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. He's got a knife.
So
And he's got a
Well,
fork.
that's why I
Focus.
found this.
He's gonna eat my ass. No.
come back. We all slept in our cars.
Yes,
and
yeah,
actually,
Michael, you
Trent
explain this.
tried to sleep in the tent, right? Or Tyler?
Tyler did.
Yeah.
I was in the back of your. I was in your trunk, Michael, and I was
Michael
like
just-
trying to.
You're in
sleep
my
there.
trunk?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I thought Ice ended up at one point sleep. What?
Did Tyler
Huh?
just disconnect?
No,
Oh.
he's back.
Let's go back.
I'm here. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
okay.
Where's
You
your
disconnected.
camera?
I'm trying to turn it on. It's not working.
I thought at one point
Okay,
I
I'm back.
ended up sleeping alone in my car, and I had to crack the windows a little bit because it was
It's
getting
so
hot
hot.
in there.
Oh,
And I wasn't
fuck,
gonna
don't even
leave my
remind me.
car running, but all the little bugs and mites were just biting you all over.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
no.
hard to
I was
sleep.
with you. I was with you the whole time. It was Will. We dropped off Will back in the tent. I think he like slept in the tent.
Oh shit.
Did he?
He, like,
I know
blame
he
him.
went with
Because
you
like
guys.
one of the air mattresses like didn't get
Yeah,
soaked,
Will
so he like
definitely
tried to
slept in the
sleep in
tent.
there. So yeah, me and Michael just slept in his car. We got like maybe 2 hours of sleep. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then we
we did
packed up.
too. It was Wirtz, Cambell, and I were all in Campbell's car,
I
and
slept in the driver's seat. Wirtz in the passenger
Oh.
seat.
I slept in the back. It was literally the worst experience
Yeah.
I've ever had sleeping before.
Yeah, you can't recline at all. That's the part. That
Yeah,
sucks
like
about it.
I had to like try and squish my legs up or put my legs up. I couldn't get comfortable, and we had the windows down because I think we just needed air in general.
Yeah, 100%.
But like
Yeah.
I was so like worked up and like anxious because
we
of
were
what was
all really
happening.
worked
I
up.
was like, oh my god, someone's gonna stick their like
Right?
head in or like their arm in and like
fuck.
stab us. I was like, I'm
You
not.
were not
doing
alone. Not
'Cause we
alone
pulled
one
into
bit.
like the random like guest parking lot in
this.
Rehoboth.
Yeah, it was so
Or not in
creepy.
Rehoboth,
Oh.
but in our campground.
It was so sketchy. Like,
I was like, dang, what if a bear comes and eats
and
her?
the thing
eats
is,
us?
for the most of the night, we didn't actually have our windows down. But I looked over at Campbell at one night, like halfway through the night. I'm like, Campbell, put the fucking window down. I need it open right now because I felt I was not hyperventilating, but I felt like I wasn't getting enough air. And when we put the window down, everybody's kind of just got anxious from that. It was just so sketchy. It was not a fun time. I even felt bad for putting the window down because I'm just like, why was someone
Well,
yeah,
like
I had to
guys
crack
getting
it.
It's
in?
not like a bad thing, really. I don't know.
Like I said, you're not alone. It's perfectly reasonable to be scared because we didn't know who was in the area, dark as fuck, and there was a lot of sketchy things happening.
I mean, really, it's a lose-lose because you're gonna have anxiety either way. So if the window's up, you're gonna have anxiety that you don't have enough air,
Mhm.
and then if the window's down, you're gonna have anxiety that someone's gonna come in and kill you.
Right.
Well,
But really,
we were, in,
someone could have just broken the window anyways. So
we were in a state park though. You really don't have to worry about that there.
There
I
could be
know,
meth
it's
heads.
just-
You never know.
you know.
So that was the sleeping night, and then
Yeah,
once
woke up
we
at,
all
like,
got
5,
up,
but-
yeah, we all
'cause
got
we all
up,
got up.
and
We were like, damn,
we
we
were-
can't do this shit anymore.
yeah, we were trying to get damage control, see how bad it was, and we just started cleaning everything up because we're like, this is not going to work now. So we
should've
Not
toughed it
only
out.
was it all soaked, like it was like dirty as
Dirty.
fuck. It was so disgusting.
Yeah, that was
Because
the
of all the
biggest
dirt
thing
being
about
kicked
it.
up and the leaves, it was just like
Mud.
And pine
we
cones
packed
on the
everything.
pine leaves.
Yeah, we
Oh yeah, 'cause
had
I bought
a
trash bags, and we just packed everything in the trash bags.
we had a rug,
Ridiculous.
like a white rug that we used to like wipe our
Oh,
shoes
yeah.
or our
A
feet
little
on.
foot mat,
When we went into the tent, it was completely covered in like, dirt and gunk. The
Mud.
whole thing was brown. It was like
Trashed it.
it was so bad.
Right. Yeah, that was not fun.
So,
Packing
yeah.
everything sucked. But
It
we
took
ended
like
up-
3
It
hours.
was a pain in the
we
butt.
ended up going to
It takes
the
not too
Rehoboth
long.
boardwalk one more time, which we ended up going to a place called Egg.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So it
We
was
just
funny
went
because
souvenir shopping.
we were also trying to find a spot to park, so we just kind of parked like right near where it was. And we're like, this is
Yeah, there's
fine.
a bunch of cars
Which-
lined up, and I was
You
like,
can
all
get
right, cool, let's
tickets
just park
for
here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
other cars parked there, which
So-
gave us the illusion of it's okay to park there because everybody was
Yeah.
walking out of their cars
why
to go
wouldn't
to
it be?
Egg, right?
No, they
Sorry.
weren't. They were going to their houses. So spoiler alert, we got tickets. but-
No, we weren't the only
Parking
ones that got tickets though.
We weren't the only one.
Almost every other car had like a ticket, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're walking back after a meal, and we're just like, dang, we're parked in
Look
the
at all
same
these-
row of these cars. That's a ticket. Oh, there's
Also-
another ticket on that car.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's another one on that car.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh. We get all the way to the end of the
Everybody
row,
got
and
a
we're like,
fucking ticket.
we got an
Yeah,
L.
That meter
No
lady was
chances.
waiting.
Yeah, and the part that sucked was the fact that the food there was ass. I got the orange juice. It was $6.
No, oh, fuck,
$6
you
orange
ruined
juice.
it. You had to build it
Overpriced.
up, Trent. It was so funny. Okay, hold on.
I can cut
When
it
we
out.
went there, the food. Okay, no, it's okay. I'm not worried about it. When we got there, we all were like, "Okay, what would you like to drink today?" Blah blah blah. And I hear someone say orange juice. I think it was either Michael. Someone initiated the orange juice. I
Yeah.
joined along with the orange juice because I like orange juice, right? They're just like, yeah, freshly squeezed orange juice. You know, it's just orange juice. And I was like,
that was me. Yeah.
it was you. Okay. And I was like, yeah,
Squeeze
sign
my
me up for
balls.
that shit. When we look at that goddamn bill, $8. And you know how big this cup was? It was fucking like, I don't know. Trent's
Like-
basically
like-
Like one of those water cups that you get for like an office.
Oh, yeah. Right. It was a water cup full of freshly squeezed. I'm using quotation marks because you know that shit's Minute Maid, whatever it is. There's no way them bitches in the back are squeezing these
Yeah.
orange juice. No way. No fucking way. $8 for that shit. When
There's a video out there of me drinking. I was like, "Here's my $8 orange juice," and I drank it. That shit
It
was
wasn't
ass.
even that good, was it? Like it was like average.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that
Yeah.
good. I was like,
Wait,
"What the
I
fuck
do
is this?"
remember. I do remember looking at the menu, seeing the drinks, seeing freshly squeezed orange juice, $8. I remember seeing that, and then I saw Trent order it,
I
and I'm
mean,
like,
Look, the thing is, if there's
You
an
knew.
orange juice that's
And, like,
$8,
Tyler
one
ordered
of us has to order it. It's just required. I don't know if it's
But,
like a
like, I-
trait of this group or like.
"You interrupted me." I saw Trent get it. I was like, and then I saw Tyler get it, and I was like, damn. And then I saw like who else got it? Chase, you
I
got
think
it,
it was
right?
us two.
I did not
No,
get
I
Will
thought
got
I
it.
got the apple juice.
I got coffee.
I think it might have been Will too. It might have been three of
I
us.
think Will-
It
It
definitely
might have
was.
been Will. It might have been Will.
There's like 3 people with oranges. I was like, damn, they don't know, do they? I thought y'all
Didn't
actually
see what-
knew until I was like, oh wait, they don't know.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because I
Yeah,
you got the
glorped that
bill and
shit
you're like,
down
yeah.
so fast.
Yeah.
I glorped that down. I was
And
like,
they didn't give us
"Ooh."
any more. Like, they didn't give us any more orange juice. They're like, you want water now? We're like, so we don't get more? They're like, no, unless you want to pay another $8. We're like,
Yeah,
Well,
pay another $8.
do what
Pay
you
pay
want.
$16 for orange juice.
no.
Wow.
It's like
They-
buying
they,
it's like
um,
buying a mixed drink or something.
Yeah, I
Hey,
specifically remember I didn't get it because one of the big things about that vacation was me trying to get coffee in the morning so I didn't die of a headache because
Addiction.
we packed like instant coffee, but I didn't have any sugar for it. So we had to drive down to the
Weak.
you know what? Who asked? We had to drive down to the like camp store or whatever to get sugar for it. Like it was just such a dumb adventure.
Brother, you're addicted at an early age.
Yeah. Coffee is really not that good for you. You gotta
No,
figure. You gotta
actually-
figure.
actually,
It
apparently it
tastes
is.
good. I like my bean water.
No,
Okay?
no, Trent. Coffee is
Bean
kind
water.
of good for you in moderation, apparently. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna Google this shit. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
go
have
on
more
it.
than one
But it's
cup a
not as
day.
bad
I
as
just like
for you
boring
as you
coffee.
think.
It's essentially
It
all
actually
about
helps it.
the form you're consuming the caffeine. Caffeine is
It's-
okay in moderation, but in whatever form you're getting it in, it depends. If
Right.
it's like a tea kind of
Like-
leaf tea caffeine, that's better.
Yeah, that's probably the best kind.
Coffee's
As
actually
long as
very.
you're not like chugging energy drinks, you're probably fine.
Coffee is actually very good for your kidneys.
So
Campbell's
anywhere from
pulling
a-
up a grape bang right now.
100
course.
to
Purple haze,
300
dog.
grams of
Fuck.
Dude,
caffeine
you're
a
gonna-
day. Is
And I had one of these today, and I had one
You-
yesterday as well.
You are legally
Shit.
not allowed to yell at me for coffee if you drink energy drinks.
Legally,
Agreed.
Dude,
Agreed.
look,
Legally.
I am definitely 18. This is 18 plus. I am 18 for
Right.
sure.
the
Still-
sugar,
No.
sugar, the
Aren't
sugar
you 20
caffeine
now?
drinks are bad.
This got me through rehearsal this weekend. Today and yesterday. I
Wow.
drank a black cherry vanilla yesterday, and I drank a purple haze today.
As long as you're
Yeah.
only doing one, but still, I
But-
one thing that I did that was really stupid was like a week or two ago.
Cool story, bro.
I started
Anyways,
like
we got.
no, it's fine. You don't get a story now, okay? If you don't want it, you don't get it. All right, I'll shut up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we are kind of running this one late. Last thing I want to say is on the drive
Dang, we really are
back.
getting a story.
Yeah, no. Last thing I want to say is on the drive back. Me and Michael, it was Will was with us that time, so we needed
Yeah,
gas. And I was trying to
Gas.
find us a gas station, and
Yeah.
I found this one, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, we'll go here. It was on
Okay.
Edmondson Avenue, which, if anyone is from Baltimore,
Right.
you don't go to Edmondson Avenue.
Oh, okay.
It's very bad. Like, we drove in there. Ugh.
All right.
Like, I was like, I'm gonna die.
Good to
So, yeah, no, me and
Really appreciate
Michael was putting the gas in, and like, me and Will were just like sitting in the car, just like,
that.
It was
You're
so
ready to
bad.
leave his
Right?
ass.
Where are y'all
Oh, yeah,
afraid
no.
of? What about me? I was gonna die.
That's
Yeah, but like I told my mother about that when we got back. I was like, "Yeah, we got gas at Edmondson Avenue," and she's like, "You what?" And we're like, "Yeah,"
You
and
what, mate?
she's like, "Don't ever go there again."
In that
Wait, say that
accent.
again.
Yeah, that accent. Don't ever
Yeah.
go there again, you bloody hell.
Anyways, this episode is definitely running long. We've been at it. The timer like went off like 25 minutes ago, but we were having really good discussions and telling great stories. So I just let it run. Yeah, I think that was a pretty awesome discussion. Pretty great retelling. I know that I didn't remember a lot of that until like talking with y'all about it, because then you
I'm
like
surprised
reminded
someone's
me
doing that.
about like all the stuff that we did, and I didn't remember all of that. So that was fun for me, definitely, because I got to remember all of that. And yeah,
Word.
really cool.
High school is pretty, disturbing at times, but like trips like that,
Tell me about
those are the ones that hit.
right?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That was
I
a
was like-
highlight.
I did
Despite
like
the
that.
sour taste in our mouth at the end because we left at 5 in the or no, we left. We got like 2 hours of sleep and like it was pretty rough and we got everything flooded. Like it was a lot of fun.
I
Like
think
specifically
yeah.
the time at the beach, like that was one of my favorite moments of my life, really. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I have like that's one of the more better trips I remember of us all being together. It was just such a good time. It's
It
just
was
like
only like 2 days too.
no matter like how bad it ended, I always go back and look. You know, I always tell all my friends, I'm just like, yeah, I had some really cool friends that I, had really good times with. We shared a lot of experience. We bonded together. I mean, from the time that we planned all this out to me Cambell shopping to all of us working together to build a tent to all of us putting away the tent and all of us freaking out sleeping in the cars, I think we all had a really good bonding / wholesome experience throughout that whole trip.
I'm
We had
glad
fun
you felt
together
that
and
way,
we
because
struggled
I
together.
didn't.
Yeah, fuck you, Trent.
Fuck you guys, man. I hate you after that.
fuck you, Trent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, overall wholesome experience, just us
Yeah,
and the
I was like,
boys
it
compared to
doesn't-
other groups were shit. They probably are
Other crack
like no
addicts.
longer friends.
They're
Yeah,
just
the
much
half of
better
them
than
are
me.
having babies and shit, doing dumb shit and like being crackheads and
The thing
everything.
that having kids is dumb.
And
Wow.
not even a
No,
single
having kids at an early age and not being
Guys,
financially responsible
Guys,
for it.
I gotta complain. I'm pregnant.
Cool story, bro. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
no.
we got
Yeah, boo.
Wow.
yeah, so yeah, the
Sour.
whole thing was a lot of fun.
All right,
like
keep me on
more
the
of-
podcast.
All right, I will. Bye.
No,
Oh,
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Like,
Bye.
God.
no.
See ya.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, you should have let him. Oh,
oh.
he kicked his ass. You should have let him scream so he'd be like, ah!
what?
Can you invite him back just to do that?
No,
Please,
no.
it'd be so funny. Please,
No,
please.
no.
He
come
said
We
on.
gotta
wait.
end it. We gotta
You can't.
end it. We gotta end it.
Yeah.
Join back. I gotta tell him.
Come on,
Join back.
please. Come
Is
and
it
join
too
back,
late now
buddy.
to say sorry?
Yeah, I literally kicked him. He can't.
Oh my god.
I kicked him out of the server.
What?
Oh,
You moron!
You gotta invite him
He's gonna hate
back.
us. Invite him back.
Well,
Oh,
he's not
shit.
coming back today, I guess.
Oh my god. Good thing
Yeah,
you're
I
not
got
in the
it. I
same
just
house
put
as
him in
him. He would like be so fucking pissed. He would come over to your room
Might
and like
eat your
kill
butt.
you.
There he is. He's back.
All right, all right. Case, can you scream before we kick you again? No,
No, do not kick me out of the server.
no, we're not. Yeah, there wasn't a plan. We wanted to kick you from the
You kicked me
Discord.
out of the
Hey,
Can you-
hey, Chase, what's the shape of Italy?
I can time out you. What the heck does that mean?
Ah, kick him! Go, do it, do it!
Gotta do a longer one.
Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's been a minute. We were like literally like double the length of our normal episode. So yeah, it was a lot of fun talking with y'all, and hopefully everybody listening enjoyed it as well. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we do a podcast next week. And yeah, have yourself a good one. We'll see you when everybody's waiting to do the outro. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye bye.
Oh.